How is everyone doing today? Shankar Puri here. Today we're going to talk about the crypto market, S&P 500, and see what's going on in general. Might even get into a trade that we were able to execute on today. Without further ado, guys, let's dive right into the chart. Currently, guys, we got Bitcoin right here, maintaining higher lows and, broke out of this trend. So I do believe that, we passed the bottom. We're definitely going to be having over the next 2 years higher prices. We had that peak over here and then, this dump all the way down. But it looks like we have positive air in the market. Like I've been saying, definitely probably a lot of consolidation we may go through, but overall it looks like we've definitely started an uptrend, higher highs, higher lows, and if you want to draw this here, we have a trend that's increasing. So it does look pretty good right now, guys. I mean, we for Bitcoin, that's really it. I mean, not too much more to look at, just keeping it simple here. We do have, however, let me go back to Bitcoin. What I'm actually looking at is this resistance right here. Just delete these. Oops. Didn't even realize I still had these here. So I'm looking at this resistance right here. And you can see we're kind of approaching it. It is a strong resistance. So breaking through this will be actually a pretty good for the cryptocurrency market, because this was a very strong level of resistance. Keeping that in mind, don't be nervous if we do have a pullback in that area. So if we pull up the stochastic RSI, let's pull up the stochastic RSI. Pull up the stochastic right here, and if we go to the weekly, let's go to the weekly. We do have the stochastic RSI up here at this level. That is, normally whenever we are at these levels, we do have a pullback. So you can see we had a pullback right here. So definitely an opportunity for us to at least come down here and test the 24K. I mean, not a big deal. If we look at the RSI and see what the relative strength index is doing now with the RSI, don't really use it for I use it for cryptocurrencies. It's gives you a pretty good indicator of what's going on. So you can see the RSI right now. We have the RSI a divergence right here. So we can see we got this divergence, boom shakalaka, we got this divergence. So don't be alarmed if we do have a pullback in this area, anywhere, in this area we have trouble breaking through. Now, if we do break through this area and have a lot of volume when we break through, getting it on a retest is definitely a great opportunity. So just keep that in mind as you are trading. But right now, the Bitcoin price is we're in a good spot. Definitely keep DCAing in if you're able to, and build up your trading skills. So when these altcoins start moving, you will be able to capitalize, Okay, so let's look at the Bitcoin dominance. So right now, is it a good time to get into altcoins? Currently, it is not the best time to get into altcoins. We do have Bitcoin dominance really pushing higher, making higher highs and higher lows. So we had a base right here, so pushing higher highs and higher lows. I will start looking to get into alts if we actually come down here. Where is it? If we come down here, if we break this area, either have a strong candle below or just a retest. But if we break this area here, it's definitely a sign and an opportunity for us to maybe start looking at alts. But as we see right now, we are making higher highs and higher lows and forming higher bases. So if we break above this, you can anticipate that we go all the way up to 59% for the Bitcoin dominance. We get all the way up here, right? So if we do get up there, that's fine. Nothing. Well, okay. Actually, before that, we have this area right here at 53%. So if we do get up there, that's perfectly okay. I mean, it doesn't, though we are at this resistance, it's not really showing any type of like serious weakness right now. So definitely anticipate maybe the Bitcoin dominance pushing a bit higher and allowing yourself to, position into altcoins. You have a lot more time to position into altcoins. I mean, the halving isn't until another 12 months, right? So as a perspective for altcoins, you do have a good amount of time. So let's look at the S&P 500. So we have here the S&P, guys. Bear market is over, in my opinion. We have. Let me actually bring out this MA here. Yeah, this 200-day moving average. We're well above it. We're making higher highs and higher lows. We just have this resistance to break above, and if we do, you can see the market rally even higher, right? So definitely a great what a time to be alive, right? We have right here the high of the peak of the market in 2022, and so we're looking for targets up here. And for the market to keep pushing, it could take 6 months, could take a year. But once we do break above this level here, like I said, could take a year. I would anticipate that we were going to have a crazy melt up in price once we get above this area, right? So we're looking for the price to get above this area. You still have a lot of time for Bitcoin. You got about 12 months. A lot of time for altcoins, and it's gonna be some back and forth flowing. But once we get above here, it could be 12 months, could be another 12 months before we hit a new high. Anticipate prices can definitely be pushing higher. Psychologically wise, a lot of people will be like, oh my god, like I need to start jumping in, right? People still think we're in a recession. It's over, guys. Recession in the market, at least. The stock market is over. As per jobs and everything, I can't. A lot of people are losing jobs. Very unfortunate. But, okay, so let's look at a trade we executed on today. Risk reward was... didn't get the best risk reward today, but we'll just go over it. We had GBP JPY, and you can see here I could have taken a couple trades. I just took this one trade though today. Normally I like to go for 2-for-1s. I got a 1.3 risk reward today. It's totally okay. So what we're looking at here is I had so we have the price consolidating. Price was consolidating underneath this resistance zone right here, right? So why would I take this trade if we're consolidating under resistance? One, we had a news event today. So when we do have news events and we're consolidating upwards, so you can see we have a low here, a higher low. We formed a higher low right here, and then all throughout here we have a higher low base right here, right? So boom. So you can see that the price is heading higher, and we've pushed up above this zone right here. So though it is significant, it to me looked like it was showing weakness in the market. So we had news today. I waited for news to pass. Got in on these pullback candles, took a long, and then closed right here. Was looking to hold it further, but I saw some pullback candles on the 1 minute. Saw some pullback candles on the 1 minute. Yeah, I think I got it right here, around here, when it pulled back. And so then I just closed my position and then was done for the day. It was pretty quick trade, was done before the market opened. Second trade, which I wasn't at the desk when this happened, but this would have been a second trade opportunity, is actually if we pulled our fibs, from point A to point B. So that point A down here, we pull our fibs from point A right here, and then point B all the way up here. Second entry could have been right here. A second entry, we have a confluence of, we have the moving average bullish, we have a bullish engulfing candle, lines up with the 38.2, and we're also above this resistance. We did have a nice volume candles pushing up above this resistance, you know, giving us a higher probability to assume that this would have been a support. So that could have been a trade right there. You know, wasn't at the desk, it was 1 o'clock, so I try not to, between 12 and 1, try not to enter around there. So I was not at the desk for that, but stop loss below this candle, and then could have taken it all the way up here, you know, or could have just targeted the high, right? And that would have been a 2.3821. So definitely always opportunities in the market to profit and take trades. But yeah, so that's really it. If we go back to Bitcoin, the only other thing I'd like to discuss with you guys is actually the hash ribbon. So the hash ribbon right here, we have, minimize that. So we currently have the hash ribbon in, you know, already down here, we're saying to buy. So this was the buy signal before the breakout. So right now we are getting close to crossing it right now. So if we do cross, you know, we could get a slight pullback, which is definitely okay, guys. I mean, we have some time before the halving, so I would not be too worried at all for, yeah, whatever reason. Like, don't even sweat it. This is a strong resistance, and then breaking this would definitely, for me, I'll be like, hey, game is back on. You know what I mean? We are back on. We are in an uptrend, but if we break this zone and hold, guys, it's gonna be looking magnificent. And, you know, so we have all the structure in this market for an uptrend. You know, for setting up the uptrend. Now, I want you to remember something. At the bottom of this market, to, I guess, the beginning of the bull run was about 686 days, right? So if we take the bottom of this market and let's say we push it out to 686 days, that would be about, so we have a lot of time, my friends. We have a lot of time. We're only 178 days. So, you know, definitely can catch some moves, but we definitely can have a run up like this, but anticipate some choppiness. Like, I don't think we're gonna have a crazy massive run at this moment. You know, this resistance flipping into support would definitely give us a lot more confidence, just like over here when we had this area being flipped, right? So this area being flipped, very important, and then boom, we were, you know, in the phase of, you know, the second accumulation. So once we flip in here, we're in the phase of the second accumulation, getting ready for the next bull run. So keep that in mind, guys. Like, we have some time. You have about a year. The next halving isn't until next year. So yeah, just pay attention to this. You know, keep working on your skills, keep working on your craft. Remember, anything is achievable. You know, tomorrow is not even, no one knows what the hell is gonna happen tomorrow. So you can literally be whoever you want at any moment in time. So keep that in mind. You know, trading, business, whatever you're doing, just stay consistent at it. allow yourself some time to unfold. And I think the biggest thing is when you're trying to achieve something, you have frustrations, and you're like, man, how come I'm not at a certain point yet? And while that's good because you want to aspire to be more than you are, allow yourself to grow and unfold in the way and trust the process. That's definitely something that I think everyone has to go through and experience, and just go out there with positive attitude and a positive kind of positive aura. Make sure you're giving out the energy you want to get back, but also make sure you work relentlessly on a craft. You'll be surprised how much 1 hour a day on something will put you ahead of most people, right? So that's 1 hour. Now if you put 1 hour a day will get you ahead of 90% of people, right? But 90% of people may not be making money in that field, so you know more than 90%. But if you put 4 hours a day, then you'll become the 1%, and it's more of like an inevitability as you're putting the time in and you're iterating. So just keep in mind that as you're going through the process of trading or getting into the crypto market, that it's going to take some time. I mean, trust me, like when I first started, even at times right now, right? Like you would think like, man, like I should be over here, and we're all humans, right? Like, man, I should be a lot further. I spent this much time in the market. And then, crypto right now is not that toxic, but trust me, when the bull run comes, it's going to be toxic, and your emotions are going to kind of be swayed. Like, I mean, there's just so much toxicity when crypto starts doing well. Like, I've never seen it in my life, so like, you just got to guard yourself against that and the envy and your ego, and just take the time to tame it now, so when the bull run does come, it's less about the market and more about yourself, because what profits you would have made, you would be happy with, you're not. But it's because of two things. One, you may be envious, and two, you don't have the skill set to make the money. So you're like, damn, like I didn't, if I invested in this, I could have made a couple million, and I'd be set. But it's like, but if you have the skill set, then you won't be worried, because like, well, regardless, I can make 20K tomorrow trading, or I can make 5K tomorrow in my business, or whatever it is, 1,500, I don't know. But what I'm saying is that just keep working on the skill and keep working on managing yourself on the charts, so when the bull run does come, you'll have a skill set. So if you do miss, and I'm just speaking from experience, if you do miss 100x coins, which I think I missed all the 100x coins in the last bull run. I mean, I researched them and I did trades on them, but I didn't hold them till 100x, which is whatever. But then you'll have the confidence to be like, hey, you know what? I don't know if the market's over or not yet, but I have this nest egg. And I have the skill. Let me trade and build a bigger nest egg for the next bull run. So, just some advice. I don't know who's gonna watch this or when, but I'm sure at some point this is gonna help someone out during the next bull run. And yeah, man, stay consistent, stay patient, stay aggressively patient. Tomorrow's an imagination, and you can literally create who you want to be in every moment. All right, so enjoy your day, have a wonderful time. I will see you in the next video, and stay blessed.